20 completely useless facts about Need for Speed Most Wanted. You guys really seem to enjoy the Carbon video, plus I got a bunch of requests for this, so let's get into it. After purchasing your starter car, if you take longer than 2 minutes to get to the safe house, Mia will send you a text asking where you are and telling you to hurry up, even going as far as to call you a loser. Harsh. In cutscenes, Cross's car is shown to be a Corvette C6R, but when you encounter him in regular gameplay, it's just a base Corvette C6 with a custom body kit. And while we're on the subject, if you look close at the interior of the Federal Cruisers, you could see that they have Corvette Z06 seats, even though they're just base models. The cop car found in the busted cutscenes is actually a completely different model from the one found in regular gameplay. The one in the cutscenes is missing its cage and contains a laptop. It was most likely designed this way for the interior shots. This cutscene after defeating Raj is the only time the ambulance appears in the game.
Just make sure you watch your back with these guys, alright? See you around.
In fact, a fully modeled ambulance exists in the files of every previous game starting from Hot Pursuit 2, but it can never be found in normal gameplay for any of these games. Advertisements referencing another EA franchise called Def Jam can be seen on these two buildings. If you cause enough destruction to be reported to the police and then drive through a police station, it will instantly start a pursuit even if there aren't any cop cars nearby. If you use cheats to teleport yourself to about 80% of Razor's prologue race, the M3 GTR will break down automatically without even receiving the phone call from Mia. During cooldown, the police chatter will rarely reference Razor.
Can you give us cover unit? He's giving us some trouble here. Suspect surname Callahan, given one Clarence, street name Razor.
Ronnie.
I got a suspect surname McCrae, given one Ronald, street name Ronnie.
And even Mia.
Dispatch, this is Charlie 24. We got a Racer here. She claims to be an undercover operator. Can you run her badge for us?
In the GameCube version, the entire soundtrack is shortened, as well as every single Blacklist bio video. For example, take a look at Sunny's bio video. If you drive into the stadium with the music off, you can actually hear someone talking through a loudspeaker. Most of the reflections in this game are fake and are simply mirrored cars or other objects. Opponents can occasionally be seen driving C6Rs or even BMW M3 GTR street versions. Another interesting part of this is that even though the M3 street version is a Black Edition exclusive, opponents can still be seen driving them if you don't own the Black Edition. The DS version of this game has a completely different Blacklist. Yes, Razor's still number 1, but some rivals were either moved around or completely removed and replaced with new ones. Did you know that you can actually quote-unquote destroy the helicopter? If you drive into certain pursuit breakers with a helicopter close to you, it will either completely disappear from the map or it'll fall and stop flying. You won't get the usual pop-up that indicates you destroyed a police vehicle, but you will get a really small amount of bounty. If you do some digging into the game folder, you'll see a folder in cars that says 350Z. However, this is massively unfinished and only contains 2 vinyl files. There's even some unused cop chatter that suggests the 350Z was supposed to appear in the game, but was most likely cut due to licensing issues.
Suspect vehicle is a green Nissan.
And on the topic of unused police dialogue, there's even some that suggest this scrapyard next to the abandoned drive-in was supposed to be enterable at one point.
Okay, I got a visual here. Suspect now entering the junkyard. Yeah, I'm trying to follow him. He's back in the yard. He's got us back in that junkyard.
Razor can be seen in this cutscene utilizing a custom plate on the M3 GTR, and this is the only time we ever see a custom license plate even in cutscenes. And according to the cutting room floor, license plate customization was intended to be implemented, but just like in the case of Carbon, was later cut. The traditional Chinese symbols on Sunny's car roughly translate to extreme speed. Lastly, Mia's RX8 normally looks like this in the final game, but sometimes can switch mid-cutscene to look the way it did in the promotional pictures. This version is called the RX8 Speed T, and is actually fully modeled and still exists in the game files. However, its performance is very broken, and trying to drive it outside of Quick Race will result in a game crash. And that's gonna do it for the useless information about Need for Speed Most Wanted. If you enjoyed, feel free to like the video, and if you want to keep up with future videos, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me. See you on the next video.